I want to talk about postcolonial criticism, and literature can be seen as an expression on how the society was shaped when it was written and how the author saw the society. And when we're reading a postcolonial text, we wanna see how the relationship between the colonial powers and the colonized people was, and we can see that because these texts are written around the colonial time and they express these feelings, and because literature can be seen as an expression of how the society was shaped, we can see how the authors saw the black people, and therefore how the relationship between the white people and the black people was. Postcolonial literature is often written by the people from the colonial powers, which is the white people, and therefore it expresses the mentality of these people and not so much from the black people. So it's more about how they saw the black people, or the savages as they called them. When we're reading a postcolonial text, we'll have to see it through a critical lens, so we're able to analyze and explain the effects of colonization. An example of a text written in the postcolonial time could be The White Man's Burden. In The White Man's Burden, the black people are described as half devil, half child, and stupid and uncivilized creatures whose religion or anything isn't correct, like the real people, so like the Christians and the white people. And the author describes it as the white man's burden, the white man's heavy burden to make these black people understand how to be a real human being and how to how to be a real human being. So you can see that the relationship between the white people and the black people here is that the white people is feeling a lot higher than the black people, and that the white people doesn't see the black people as real human beings yet. They will have to educate them first. Another example of a text that we have written is the text called Pink, which is about a young child, or maybe a pre-teenager, called Lucy, whose dead nanny was a black woman. And we can see that Lucy is raised under apartheid, and that her thoughts about apartheid is that it's for the black people's own best, which was also the case for The White Man's Burden, that it was for the black people's best. So Lucy is like an innocent victim of apartheid, and she sees it as better for the black people when they get their own cinemas, movies, as an example, because the black people like to talk to the actors while they're watching movies, and the white people don't like that. So the white people would have to make them be quiet, and the black people might get hurt because of that, and that's why it's better for themselves if they have their own cinemas. So we can see that the relationship between the white people and the black people in this one is that Lucy, as a young child here, is like an innocent victim of apartheid, and she's just raised to believe that this is how it is. And as Lucy is growing up, in the short story, she realizes how this gap between the black people and the white people is, and how the white people socially is better than the black people, or so she's raised to believe that apartheid is a good thing, And until now, while she's a child, she doesn't know really how the difference is between the black and the white people, but now that she has grown up, she knows. She knows. So we can see that the relationship between the white people and the black people here is that the white people are raised to believe that they're better than the black people. And so they do.